Gummies. How are you doing today? Whew. Today is August 12th, and sorry, I've been working out. And the last time I was at my gym, that was July 19th. So it's almost been a month since the last time I got my butt in the gym. I thought that it was going to be like a crazy struggle, but it wasn't too bad. Like, I had to push myself, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. Maybe because I thought it would, I created this whole struggle scenario in my head, and it turned out to not be as bad as I thought, but it was a struggle trying to jump back in, get focused. This morning when my husband is my alarm. So this morning when my husband was like, all right, it's time to get up, I didn't linger. I just hopped right up because I knew if I gave myself time, I would just lay there and I would not get up. So happy Monday, kicking it off right. So this morning, the first thing that I noticed, and the difference between July 19th and August 12th, is the weather. I feel like it's definitely signs that the weather is about to start cooling off, because when I got up this morning, the temperature was a little cooler. I don't know if that's just because it's going to be a cooler day, not sure, but usually, it's pretty warm in the morning when I was getting up. And then this morning also too, when I was leaving my house, it was darker. It's usually a little bit, the sun is kind of coming up a little bit more. It's a little bit more lit outside, but this morning a little darker, and that makes me sad because I don't like the cold, and I do not like leaving in the dark per se. So that's signs to me that fall is upon us. That, and retailers are really starting to push this pumpkin spice. That's a true sign of fall, when you start seeing pumpkin coffee, pumpkin pastries, and the stores are getting it out super early. Is it just me? I thought they didn't start that stuff until like September, October-ish, but it's August and they're like on it. Anyway, I digress about my workout. So this morning was a little bit of a struggle, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And while we were away in that time, the reason why I wasn't at the gym is because we were traveling. The first week we were in Boston. I think my last workout was the 19th. We left for Boston like the 20th. We left that next morning, and we decided to combine our loves. I like to do sightseeing, and my husband is now getting into bicycles. So he's getting his bicycle on. He's training because he wants to do this bike to the bay. So I said, hey, why don't we combine our interests? We can see if we can find some sort of a bicycle tour. And he was like, that's a great idea. So that's what we did. And it turned out to be a total of 10 miles over 2 hours. And some people may think, oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, it was, because I have not been riding a bicycle. My husband has, although I have been working out. And I have to say that these workouts have definitely have helped as far as endurance. When I look in the mirror, I don't necessarily see the change, but I can say that I can feel it in my body, because I feel like if I had not lost those pounds and been in the gym working on my endurance, I don't think I would have made it through that back ride, because it was like 3 or 4 hills, and the first hill I was okay. I was able to get up enough momentum, and I got up the hill, struggled, but I got up. But the second and the third hill, I couldn't do it. I had to get off my bike and walk it up the hill. But once we got to the hill, and there was a point where we were riding through this park in Boston, honey, yes, I was good. And it was awesome. So then we did that. So that's why I said we were, active. We were able to get into the gym, the hotel gym, and we worked out. So that made me happy. And then the following weekend, we went to Boston, and then we went to Buffalo, we went to Niagara Falls, New York, and we did a lot of touring on Sunday. I meant to look at my watch to see how many miles we walked on Sunday, but we walked quite a bit touring the falls on the American side. And the other thing that made me notice and encourage me is the fact that by the, I don't know what the attraction is called, but over by the Maid and the Mist of Maiden, whatever it's called. Maiden Mist, I don't know. Anyway, there's these steps where you can climb up the steps to get a closer look at the falls and take some pictures. I'll post a couple of pictures so you can see what I'm talking about. The falls is absolutely beautiful. The photos were awesome, and it looks like they were photoshopped, but they weren't. We were actually there. And again, when we were walking up the steps, again, you know, build this up in your head, like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to make it? Because when we did tours around Italy a couple of years ago, I hadn't been working out, and you know, all that walking and going up and down the steps, going to the different churches and tours and things we were taking, it really took a toll on me. And you know, it was like kids and elderly people were lapping me and getting up the steps and looking at me like, oh, is she gonna be all right? She need a glass of water. So this time I was thinking, oh my gosh, am I going to mess around and embarrass myself over here at these falls? But no, I was able to get up the steps. I wasn't super winded, and I was feeling really good and like, okay, I got to get back at it. And like I said, you know, it's not so much of, you know, yes, you know, you can see I done lost 40 inches on my waist and I've lost 65 pounds. But like I said, these were non-scale victories that really made me happy and confirmed that I am definitely on the right track and doing what I need to do, and I need to keep it up. Now, did that stop me from filling my face with a bunch of things that I wasn't supposed to, such as fried foods and pastries? No, it did not stop me at all, and it was good. But vacation's over. Now it's time to get back at it, and that's what I'm doing. Babbling. This is a pretty long post, but just wanted to give you an update as to what's been going on since the last time I did my workout. How are you guys doing? How are you making out through the summer? Talk to me, guys. Drop your comments below. And also follow us on Facebook, Bumping My Gums. Have a great day on purpose.